The Institute for Faith and Freedom at Grove City College presents the Student Fellows of Faith and Freedom.
Welcome to another episode of Season 3 of the Student Fellows of Faith and Freedom video series. I'm your host, Jacob Adams, and the guest we have today is Brian Bauer. But before we get started with Brian, I wanted to remind you all to head over to our website, faithandfreedom.com. We have scholarly op-eds from a number of our professors and different visiting fellows. We actually have a new podcast, Liberty Mail, that I encourage you all to check out. And of course, we have updates about different events that are happening on campus. So again, please head over to faithandfreedom.com after this video and be sure to like and subscribe as well. And with that, let's meet our guest, Brian. Brian, if you could just tell us your year here at Grove City College, what you're studying, where you're from, and then if you could just give a little bit about why you joined IFF in the first place.
Sure. Well, my name is Brian Bauer. I'm a senior here at Grove City, philosophy major, as you know.
Awesome.
I come from Bloomsburg, PA, small town Pennsylvania, on the other side of the state. And why I came here, why I came to IFF, as a student of philosophy, I feel as though political science is sort of a sub-instantiation of that.
Absolutely.
And doing this research through IFF as a research fellow, not only am I learning all sorts of cool things, but I'm just learning what it means to just be a conservative in the modern day and how to keep fighting for truth and all that sort of thing.
That's awesome. And so if you could just tell me a little bit about, I think you alluded to it somewhat in that combination of philosophy and political science, but if you could tell me some other areas that you're particularly passionate about and interested in studying.
Sure. Well, I think one common sentiment is that people see a lot of social issues that are going on and they say, I want to do something about that. I'm sorry. And, God help us. But that's proper and that's admirable.
Yeah.
For me personally, I do like to look at those undergirding sort of philosophical issues or sort of existential beliefs that often lend themselves to these more, radical positions, you would say.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so if you could just tell us a little bit more, too, about some of the projects you've been able to work on as a research fellow, who you've been researching under, and any ways in which you've been able to see those interests play out in what you've been doing.
Sure, yeah. So for Dr. Stanton, he's writing a book on the ideological motivations of Takfir jihadist violence in the Middle East and North Africa. And it's really fascinating, but he goes over not only like the religious, political beliefs, all that stuff, but how it undergirds their recruiting processes and how they use selective violence as opposed to indiscriminate, just stuff like that.
Right.
But it's all given me a feel for just entering the, political world of research analysis.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure specifically what I'm going to do, but I know I'm going to be doing work very similar to this. So
Right. Yeah. So if you could just say how you hope that these skills will translate to the future, any ways in which you see them being able to translate to. You mentioned you're not sure exactly what you might want to do, but different things you've thought about how you see the work you're doing translate to that after graduation.
Sure. Well, like I said, it's directly pertinent. So all you guys in the marketing department, you guys do a lot of great work. For me, I really like sort of being in the background and just doing research and just taking things at a slower pace, I guess, And that said, I've had some experience working for the Heritage Foundation over the summer, so that was nice. I'll probably, if not specifically them, find work for a conservative think tank somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrific. All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Brian. It was awesome to hear about everything you've been doing for IFF. It's always exciting to get into that.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So thank you all for checking out this episode. Just a reminder again to head over to faithandfreedom.com when you're done. And obviously like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and check it out for updates from Liberty Mail as well.
For more information on the Institute for Faith and Freedom, visit faithandfreedom.com.